Good evening, everybody. I haven't been able to make videos this last week because of all of the bad weather that we've had. Um, we have been fortunate to keep our electric on, but we lost water. We have no water. We still have no water, but I've kind of gotten used to um, cleaning and everything without running water. So I'm going to go ahead and make a video tonight of our dinner. What I'm making tonight is called Cowboy Casserole. And the things that you'll need, this is a recipe that we found that one of my little brother that lives with us has requested for me to make. He found it on the internet. So I'm going to go by the recipe except for one item, and that is our, or two items, the taco seasoning and the cornbread mix. Now the cornbread mix, it calls for those little 59-cent Jiffy boxes. I don't like Jif. It's too sweet. And then taco seasoning, I don't buy taco seasoning. I make my own. If you're interested in the things that I put in my taco seasoning, let me know in the comments below, and I will be more than happy to make a video of the taco seasoning that I make. So now the items that I'm going to put in here is going to be triple the amount that is on the recipe, obviously, because I'm cooking for 12 people in the house versus just 1 or 2 people. So the items that we're going to need is cornbread mix, which I have already pre-made. I've already made it in here. I don't know if you can see. And the cornbread mix that I'm using is this one right here. It's one of my favorites. It's not sweet. I don't like sweet cornbread at all. Next items you need is 1.5 pound ground beef. I'm using 4.5 because I'm tripling the batch. So we're going to go ahead and put that in the pan and let it start doing its thing. And sorry if I sound a little off tonight. It's just getting used to doing things without running water. Hopefully the plumber will be here this week and get the water going. Okay, and then you'll need 1 can of rotel, which is right here. 1 can of whole kernel corn, which is right here, and you'll need to drain this. I've already drained it. I've already got everything all drained in here, ready to go for that. And then 1 can of ranch style beans. Now I've never cooked with these before, so we'll see how that goes. And then we need 1 cup of shredded cheese. Now I'm using like a Mexican style blend for it. So I got 3 cups in there, but you only need 1 cup. And then 1 packet of taco seasoning. So for my taco seasoning, you use 1 teaspoon of taco seasoning per 1 pound of ground beef. So I've got about 4.5 teaspoons of taco seasoning in here of my taco seasoning that I make. And then I've got some chopped up green onions here I'm going to add a little bit of green onions. It does not call for onions, but I'm going to add a little bit of onions, and I'll be able to sprinkle it on the top. And then you can put sour cream with this as well. This recipe, it seems like it's very easy. All you do is you add everything in with the meat, obviously, except for the cornbread mix. And then you let it simmer for a good 5-10 minutes, I guess, to just get some of the liquid out. And then you mix it in with your cornbread, and you put it in the pan, and you bake it in the oven. So it seems pretty easy. Now this is 4.5 pounds of ground beef, which is about what we go through for a family of, like I said, there's like, how many people's in the house tonight? 11 or 12 tonight. It's almost all done. I'll probably just cook that up a little bit. Get it nice and... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add in the seasoning. I'll fry that up really good. And right here is where I'm going to add in a little bit of green onions. I love cooking with green onions or white onions. I don't like yellow onions. Every time I cut into those, they make me cry. Nobody likes to cry. Although, when there was water all over my floor in the kitchen, and water was almost up to my ankles, I wanted to cry. We're having to replace some shelves, and oh, we're getting ready to reorganize everything. Nice and yummy. I make a lot of taco meat around here. The kids love tacos, so do I. Tacos is my favorite. Like, taco meat is so, you can just have it with taco salad, taco, hard shell tacos, burritos. I mean, you can just do just about anything. So it's nice to always have some in the refrigerator. So if you want a salad for lunch, or if you want a taco for lunch. So once I get all this put together, you put it in the oven on 425 degrees, and you bake it for about 25 to 30 minutes. Now you put it in a 13 by 9 pan, but I'm using the bigger aluminum pan from Sam's Club. But I do have the smaller pan, but like I said, I tripled the batch, so. That's looking pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding in the rotel and the beans. And the one thing I love about this pan, it actually holds a lot of food. Sorry if you hear barking. My phone, when I get messages, it barks. Plus we have dogs too, but I'm surprised they're not in here at my feet. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting the rotel in. So normally you just use 1 can, but I'm doing 3 because I tripled the batch. And the recipe that I'll put down below is just a single batch. Okay. Get that all mixed in. So this is the first real meal that I'm actually cooking since the storm. Alright, these are the ranch style beans. And it says do not drain them, so I'm not going to drain them. You hand me that one. What? If that's not... Look at that. That looks good. It smells good. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and let that sit here for a little bit and do its thing. Okay, then it says simmer for about 5 minutes. Stir in cornbread mix. And the cornbread mix, you mix it according to package. So it's all... Oh, it thickened up a little bit. And then you pour it in the pan. Okay, so for this recipe, I ended up using 6 packages of this. So when you do the recipe, of the recipe that I'm going to put down below, you'll just need 2 of those, just like as if you were using a Jif box. So, but I'm tripling the batch, so. This is almost done. It almost looks like a chili, except for the corn. I don't put corn in my chili. This is almost done. Almost. Smells so good. I'm gonna chop up a couple more onions. I'm gonna use paper plates. We've been using paper plates to chop on, and this is smelling so good. Okay, so this has been sitting here for, it says to do it for simmer for about 5 minutes. I think I've done it for about 10. I paused the video while I was doing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all this in here. I'm kind of using a slotted spoon because I don't want my cornbread to get too liquidy. I think I'll just kind of put most of the insides in there and then like use the juice from the stuff to like pour over the top when it's done. Ooh, that bowl is full. So I'm gonna find a small strainer and strain the rest of this out. All right, so we got that all out of the pan. I just I used a small strainer and I got the last little bit out, and so there's a little bit of juice here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hang on to that to just kind of pour over the top when it's all done. Because I don't want the cornbread in this to not get done. It's the only thing that kind of worries me. Wow, that looks like one big slop, huh? Yeah. But casseroles usually do look like one big slop. How does that look?
Yum yum. Like slop.
Like slop? Eric says it looks like slop. He's going to have to put this in the oven because he's the only one strong enough in here to really pick this up. So, we'll put this in here. I'm going to stir this into the thing. And then once this starts getting done more, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more cheese over the top. Who doesn't like cheese? Alright, that's it. So what we'll do is, as soon as it's all done, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so the casserole is all done. And here's what it looks like when it's all scooped up. And then you just put a little bit of sour cream on it. just like that, and it's all done. And that is Cowboy Casserole. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please like, subscribe, and share. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you.